Welcome to the Lift Oneself podcast. I'm your host, Nat Nat, and today I have Aisha with me, and we're gonna, delve into what intention can do with your life and how you can start activating more joy and connection in your relationships with yourself and with others. So, Aisha, would you be willing to introduce yourself to myself and the listeners and let us know a little bit about yourself?
Hello, everyone. I'm Aisha Makara, artist, author, and entrepreneur. I'm living right now in Lisbon, Portugal. It's a wonderful weather. Really happy to have this amazing weather right now because it was raining all so many months, 6 months. It was too much and cold. Um, really happy to be here. Really happy to create more awareness and joy in life of my own life and the life of the other people. It's been an amazing journey so far. It's so many amazing experiences I have, and I would like to share with you guys the experiences and the things I learned so far about life.
Okay. I love the mural behind you.
Yeah, I created it, by the way.
It's very
It's my
beautiful.
artwork.
Yeah, it's
I'm working
beautiful.
on my solo art exhibition. It's going to be just in a week, right in a
Oh,
week.
that's a lot of
I'm very
excitement
excited.
and stress and like trying to get all the last details. So I love that we're in this energy with you right now and, cheering you on, also supporting you. That it's beautiful to see that you're going to be, exposing yourself and sharing yourself. Because what people may not realize for an artist, when they put something out into the world, it's like a baby, it's like a child. So it's very vulnerable and it's very tender, yet it's very exciting and finally feeling seen and being able to share that energy and expression. So I'm excited for you and I'm excited to be in the delight of this energy with you.
Thank you. Yes, I've been created a lot of art and collaborated with many different artists. I've been, kind of like setting up different art shows around the world, especially like in United States. I just moved out from United States to Europe like 7 months ago, 8 months ago. And for me, it was an interesting transition because I'm feeling like completely different. And I learned how exhausted I actually was when I arrived to Europe, how much we in a hamster wheel in United States, how much we just go, 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 go. We don't even check in with ourselves because we don't have that time. We're always on a go. And so I never been almost sick when I was living in the United States because you don't have that time.
Hmm.
And so I decided to create my solo exhibition. Even so, I had opportunities in United States as well. Like my last place was New York. I couldn't just, I've been so exhausted and tired, so I couldn't get out of me enough work or artwork. So I understood that I'm completely burnout and exhausted, and such a, it's like empty, like my body, my soul, my mind, my heart, everything was completely like empty. So I just started to learn what it, how did it even happen, you
Hmm.
know and as a giver, I see that world needs more givers, and more givers we have in this world, more beautiful world can be,
Hmm.
because givers, they're powerful creators because they always just give and give and give, and they don't expect anything back because they just the way they are,
Hmm.
that this is the way I am. And one day I was just asking myself, like, why I'm like this, why I'm doing these things to myself, why I'm communicating things with other people, and over 90% of my words and my time I show up because this is what I want to do. And why other people not like that? Why? I started to like think about that more and deeper, because I didn't have this experience when I was living in Europe.
Hmm.
Yes, people maybe didn't show up time to time, and they always like bringing the solutions, and they were always kind of like working together, collaborating and from the heart. In America, I experience different things. So for me, I just get burnout in such a level that I never been before.
Mm-hmm.
And so it took me a time to recover, like I go like to heal myself. So I give myself like about 6 months to just relax and do nothing, I would say like this. And now I gain in a creative flow, doing a lot of art, working on my solo art exhibition, create a lot of art. I just love it. So and this is what you're learning about life. Life is up and down. And the most important, what we can gift to ourselves is to check in with ourselves, asking what's going on, what's happening, why I'm doing it to
Mm-hmm.
myself. And
Well,
that's very powerful question to ask.
yeah. As you say, a check-in, would you join me in a mindful moment so that we can ground ourselves and go deeper into the conversation?
Let's do it.
All right. So I'll ask you to get comfortable in your seating. And if it's safe to do so, gently close your eyes. And you're going to begin breathing in and out through your nose, bringing your awareness to watching the rhythm of your breath. You're not going to try and control your breath. You're just going to be aware of its rhythm, allowing it to guide you into your body. There may be some sensations or feelings coming up, and that's okay. Let them surface. You're safe to feel. You're safe to let go. Surrender the need to control. Release the need to resist and just be. Be with your breath. Drop deeper into your body. Now there may be some thoughts or to-do lists that have popped up, and that's okay. Gently bring your awareness back to your breath, creating space between the awareness and the thoughts, and dropping deeper into your body, being in the space of presence, of being. Again, more thoughts may have popped up. Gently bring your awareness back to your breath, beginning again, creating even more space between the awareness and the thoughts, and completely surrendering into the body, into presence, into the space of being. Just keeping that awareness on the breath. Just allowing yourself to be. Now coming into your senses, into the moment, at your own time and at your own pace. You're going to gently open your eyes while staying with your breath. How's your heart doing?
My heart is peaceful and happy.
If you're a podcast host or someone wanting to be interviewed on podcasts as a guest, visit podmatch.com. Podmatch automatically connects ideal podcast guests and hosts together for interviews. We always say it works just like a dating app, but instead of connecting you for dates, it connects you for podcast interviews. Podmatch has connected over 85,000 guests and hosts together for interviews that listeners love, all while saving you countless hours of administrative work through built-in automations. If you're ready to level up your podcast interviews on either side of the mic, start today by visiting podmatch.com.
Very happy, and I'm so blessed, really blessed to be here.
We before we started recording, you were speaking about the weather and how there's been such a dramatic change in temperature. And sometimes we push through and we don't realize how much it impacts our physical energy body and what our capacity is. And, in a world that always tells you you don't have enough time, that's where we can go into burnout of not listening to the cues the body is asking us to slow down, to nurture, to take care of, to be aware of where we are and what is, our capacity to offer. You also dived into the giving and wondering, well, why am I giving so much and other people aren't? And then this extreme burnout. And some of that giving is a trauma response. It gives you a sense of safety. It gives you a sense of empowerment that if I'm giving, then there's no threat of somebody taking anything away or that they'll ask anything of me. I think the biggest work from a giver is to allow themselves to receive so it's reciprocal. And that is a tremendous work in the body because viscerally, it feels like I'm not allowed to do this, or it goes against the narrative of a quote unquote good person, or actually feeling the fear. So, what did that look like for you when you've been resting for these past few months and reflecting and being you know, introspective and honoring your body?
Actually a very interesting experience because when I was living in New York, I was asking for that support. Like, I was telling to the people, I'm very tired. I cannot right now produce things, and I cannot like even like continue to give. So right now, I would like to receive, and I didn't even have a energy to fight. Even like to speak, and I was just like in such a like sadness, in such a deep sadness that people just continue to take and take and take. That's no, even nothing is there to take, but they're still taking whatever they can. And I was feeling like, oh my gosh, I just want to leave this place because I was not anymore like feeling like would I leave longer. I didn't have any kind of ambitious or goals, or like I was just like, if I would die today, I just die. It's okay. That's what I was came to, that like it's like point of my life on like that's kind of like very deep grounding, that understanding that it's all okay, and that was okay to like continue, even I was empty, continue to give whatever I could, because that's what people was demanding. Even so, I communicated very clearly what I need. And these people didn't like, I'm being surrounded by like I call like adult kids, like who is consistently just crying and asking for more attention and more attention. And me, like as a mature, more like listening to others, I'm like, I'm not here to babysit these people. And the same time, they're consistently demanding that I'm here to babysit them. And I started to kind of create this boundaries around me. And when people like continue to ask me like, can you babysit me? Not like it's metaphorically and just take care of me, or like help me with that, do this for me. I said, listen, I do it because I want to do that, because I have capacity to do that. And if I don't want to do that, I would communicate with you, and you cannot like continue to demand from me because I don't want to give it. It's not, it's I'm adult human being, you adult human being. So please take responsibility over your actions. So I started to communicate that. And the funny things what happened is when I started to work on my boundaries of my bubble, I call like a joyful bubble, I started to get more in the energy within from my heart more and more. It took me a lot of time to kind of getting this powers back into me and communicate that. And when I moved to Europe, my friends was like completely different. They were like, take your time, stay here as long as you want, be here, just do nothing, just let's go to the nice place, nice, connect with the nature, let's go to the nice dinner, let's take like you to travel, let's like being so caring and loving, that I was just receiving this love and this caring. Yes, some of them kind of more like military style, I would say, because they're like, oh, this is like my house, this is my rules, and please like respect my rules. But I always, when people communicate, I respect their role. So we continue to move. And I also learned many people have expectations. Even so, they open the door for you. They have this a way of expecting something from you. Even so, they don't communicate it with you directly. And I like direct communication. I don't make an expectation. I think like in life, you shouldn't have expectation. You can give because you want to give, and you receive because also you want to receive. It's everything is kind of, you said reciprocal, right? It's giving and receiving. At the same time, many people have expectations, and when you don't meet their expectations, they started to blame you or putting guilt on you and telling you that you're the worst, or I don't know, whatever in their mind, because you didn't meet their expectations. And the funny thing is what happened with me, like when people opening the doors for me, I knew already, like, do you have any expectations? I'm very direct. I was like, what type of the expectations you have from me? Because it's up to me to give you that or not, because I right now I'm already in such a level of emptiness. So even you will have the expectations from me and I feel it, I cannot give it to you because I just don't have it. I don't have that energy to give that you want me to give. And I feel like you're consistently pushing me to give you something that I don't have. And that's why I started to communicate better as well with other people. And the funny things, what's happening in reality, people don't listen. And every time I'm communicating with them in my mind, I don't communicate so much. It's not so many things I'm expressing very clearly and direct. Even so, people don't listen. They don't have capacity to listen other human being and in a moment their needs. They're just thinking about themselves, what they want to take, what's their expectations. They don't see other human being in the eyes. They don't feel them. They're just thinking just so selfishly about themselves. Why this person doesn't meet my expectations, why this person doesn't want to go in this box I want to put this person in this box. And every time I'm with people, I'm telling them each of us is unique, beautiful, magical by itself. We're all free. That's why I don't get attached of no or yes, or I don't have expectations for years. And that's kind of way of me living. And this is why I wrote the book, Joyful Living Guidebook, where I finally express my philosophy of life that I was living from since I'm a teenager. And I just don't have this, like, I was always like asking why people have that, why I don't have that, why my communication is very direct and clear, and I hear what other people tell me and they don't hear what I'm saying to them, because many people don't use the direct communication. They don't use the clear goals and clear way of communicating with gentleness and love. It's all about me, not us. In my mind, every time I'm creating a space or every time I'm with the people, it's always us, it's we. When I was 18 with my first boyfriend, and I was like, he says to me, I'm so smart, I got the best school, best education, here you are, orphan from nowhere, no. And I said to him, listen, we decided to go together right now, we're equal. It doesn't matter how education you have, where you are, what parents you have, and I don't have parents, it doesn't matter. Now we want to walk together and we're equal. We're going together now. And that philosophy been already with me like all my life. Now it's not me and you, it's us, it's we. And in his head, it's never been a we. In my head, it's always been a we. So it was the very different way of connecting with each other. And of course, as a very young woman, you don't realize how powerful it is to be in that space, to create that space. That's why I was traveling around the world and always wherever I go, I create a family because of this idea of we I have inside of me. And the people like, oh, I'm scared of this, I'm scared. Yes, I'm scary too. I was very scary when I moved first time to America, and I was so scary of everything that's happening, the way people acting and people treating each other. There was so much violence and this power games, and it was very, very scary. And when I was like in my early 20s and I decided to move to Los Angeles, I just saw all these power games and all these different things that's what's happening. It was so scary. And I was feeling like, oh my gosh, this is how people treat each other. I was not ready for that experience. I was feeling like it's not something I would love to see in the world. I don't want to be one of these people.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know who I want to be. And at the same time, I said, like, I get to go on a discovery to understand who I am. And like, it took me a while, it took me some years to actually, go on that exploration of myself and understand who I am the way I am. So I decided, like, it's life have up and downs, not decided, but like, it was just like, I started to observe.
Mm-hmm.
And what happened is like, when we go on a discovery of who I am, like asking this question, in my life, I was like asking this question, what is true love is, what it is to experience true love. And I'm learning through my life. I'm in my 30s right now, but like, I'm learning through my life that the true love, it's relationships that we will carry through all our life with people that we're sharing the experiences with. And many times people have a filter, or through the church, through the religion, or through the different like beliefs, we have this like a good experience and bad experience. In reality, we just have the experience of life. It's
Mhm.
nothing good and bad. It's only experience itself, and the way we're facing that experience with a smile and gratitude. When we started to face any experience we have with a smile and gratitude and joy in our heart, we become so powerful. We become so magical. And people will ask you, oh my gosh, you're so beautiful. You're shining outside and inside. How did it happen? Because one day I realized I'm a powerful creator. So I'm the creator of my life. I'm the creator of my reality. And when I started to really believe in that, my life is switched. I started to realize what is heaven for me, what it is to live in heaven now. Why I get to wait for heaven, after I'm die or something. I can create heaven now by
Mhm.
switching my relationship towards something more beautiful and meaningful, by being truthful first towards myself
Mhm.
and honest with myself, and communicated to the world what I feel truthfully right now. It's changing. Everything in life is changing. We're changing, we're switching. Our self is moving all the time. So what's been truthful for me yesterday, maybe it will be not truthful what it's going to be tomorrow. We're changing. That's what I used to say to the people. Words are powerful. Our relationship and the connection we're creating in this world are powerful. The thing is, we're all powerful. We're all powerful, beautiful creators. It doesn't matter about your background, like about where you come from or your study, whatever, what you bring to the world. We all can bring so much light to this magical world. Earth needs us to continue to create beautiful things. And I believe more people like us can create the beauty and continue to smile and be grateful that we are here. And while I'm here, how much I can create, how much I can give, because it's coming within. And that's what I learned. I said, like, I'm a giver because I choose to be a giver. I nourish myself. I communicating with the world who I am the way I am. Every time is different. And this is why I'm listening to my own words, because I'm in power to express myself with the words I want to express myself. And when each of us started to think, how I want to express myself, what words I want to use every day of my life. The life is completely switching. It's changing, transforming itself by being positive, by using positive words, by nourishing yourself, instead to say like I want to kill that person, or you say I smash, because the words are powerful. Like you get to understand. I used to say to people, you get to understand how powerful words are, especially when you're communicating it with the world. When you want something, do you really want that, or is just ego? Like it's something because many other people want the same things. This is what you want. No, truthfully ask yourself what you want to create in this world, what you truly want. It will come to you naturally. When you truly want something, it's happening in a natural, most magical and beautiful way. And what's really meant for you, you can create it. It's up to you. Yes, it's not easy. Yes, maybe you will receive no. Just know that no today can transform yes tomorrow. Continue to show up, continue to give, continue to smile. Don't be attached to that no. Don't give up just because you receive one no. Every time when I'm living or like traveling, and I'm asking myself, I just need one yes. And I go and ask. Even like sometimes I'm traveling when I was backpacking many years, I was staying in a different like houses, and like couch surfing. And after one day, me and my friend was like, let's go like around the house, just knock on the door and ask people to just stay, random people we don't know. We're just like choosing the house. Oh, it's a beautiful house. Let's go to stay one night there, And we did it. And we just knew we just needed one yes. And we said, okay, we'll do like 20 houses just for fun, talk to the people. And after like normally less than 10, normally it's between 6 to 9, we get our yes. And that's amazing, because this is the houses that we want to stay. We choose the beautiful houses where we want to stay, and we just go and do it. It's fun. And this is how you actually learn. No is never no. It's always a way to get your yes. When you motivate it and you're taking it as a challenge to learn why it's no today, because tomorrow it can be yes. So many people give up very fast, like I was just sharing, I have a friend, and we're friends for many, many years. It's very like also about relationship. We know each other for over 10 years. And he's an amazing human being. He works a lot. He's very successful, an amazing human being. I want to have a relationship with that person in a romantic way. So I communicated that. I was like, what does it cost me to communicate and ask these questions? We've been friends for so many years. It's just like a conversation. And and many girls would be like, oh my gosh, no, I don't want to have this conversation. He's my friend. So what? He's a male, you're female, you can always communicate. Yes, he's successful, very successful. And someone like, I don't make so much money, like I don't, in that position, whatever. No, you just go and communicate what you want to create, and don't be attached to yes or no. Like if he says he's not ready, or he says no to you, you're still friends. You don't get, you're not going to be friends just because you don't get what you want. And that's what I used to say to many people. Like, you get to be there and don't be attached to the outcome. Many people get so attached to the outcome, to the picture. I've been one of them many years ago. I started to ask myself, why I'm so attached to that picture that I created inside of my head. And that picture is not real even. It's just in my head. And I started to just, kind of go with the flow and just not be attached to the outcome. It's all practice. It's everything in life is a practice and intentions, because people don't even think, they don't even come to that level of awareness of understanding how much they can create with their intentions. So for me, relationship is an amazing things, and I'm always very aware of my relationships. I really value my relationship. It's very few people who can understand me in this world. And I really value these people in my life. Sometimes they're so pain in the ass. And for me, and I know because they are very harsh on themselves. That's why they're very harsh on other people, because they're so harsh on themselves. Not so many people can get that level where they are.
Mhm.
And everyone, I'm from my observation, have a filter the way they see the world. This is how they communicate it to the world,
Mhm.
because they're setting up such a very, very high bar for themselves. They want that other people have the same the way they living life. And I'm not like this. I said to them, listen, not so many people like you guys. You get allow other people to be the way they are with their speed of learning or creating or whatever it is. Not so many people in the world who can make billions of dollars.
Mhm.
Everyone in this world has a 24 hours. Not so many can use this 24 hours and create the billions of it.
It's
Think
very
about
true.
that.
Yeah, it's very
That's why
true.
I'm like, my relationship is very interesting, because I have a billionaires, I have a millionaires, and my friends laughing at me like, you're by surrounded by trust funds and all my life. And I'm just feeling like I never been aware of it. Slowly I started to look at around, and I'm like, yes, that's true. And I'm so rich within myself. Yes, I'm an orphan. Yes, I don't have parents. Yes, I don't like, if I would focus what I don't have, I would not create it what I have right now.
Mhm.
And always say, I have me, and it's enough. It's more than enough. I have Aisha Makara, so it's enough. I can create anything I want in this lifetime. And it's true. I just go and create.
Mhm.
And, people don't see, because they think like, oh, I don't have family. If I would have this, if I would have this education, if I would have, every time they're just focusing on what they don't have, the outside. And I
Mhm.
said, like, focus what you have inside.
Mhm. Mhm.
You have this amazing life. You have this amazing body. This body is so smart and so intelligent, who can attract absolutely anything you want. What you want to experience is up to you. Just be confident about that.
Mhm.
Believe I'm enough. I'm enough to experience absolutely anything.
Mhm.
If I want to be the top of athlete of something, yes, you get to train all day long. And again, you need to have sponsors. You get to have like many things that you get to have. And at the
Mhm.
same time, you have you when you start to do things and really commit to that, people will come. You will attract absolutely anything you want to be there, to be on that top.
Yeah.
Just commit that time, just knowing that yes, I get to train maybe 10 hours a day, maybe 20 hours a day in the beginning. I don't know, give yourself that permission and just start to do that,
Mhm.
and don't give up
Mhm. Well
when you can
said.
get it.
Yeah, well said, because you're a living word where many people, because you have mentioned it many times, orphaned and not having parents, a lot of people get stuck in the wound of not feeling loved, yet you are recognizing you are that love. And that just
Exactly.
because I didn't have those parents, it didn't take away from my worth. Where a lot of people are not being able to shift their perception with that.
Mhm.
They're like stuck in the lack aspect rather than, okay, this is what I have and how do I work with this? How do I allow myself to recognize I can feel my experiences, not be stuck in the lack of what I think is I'm not having. Was it always like that for you since a child, or did you see
Yeah.
negativity?
So when I was a child, I was giving, because I was like this is how I want to like experience love. And I want to like, I always have these ideas, and I just go and do it, the ideas I had. And when I've been orphaned, and I always was thinking like, oh, it would be nice to have someone coming over here, give me a hug, have a conversation with me. And when I get an adult and I went to the university, I went to the orphan house. I started to be that person for the other kids because I want that myself when I was a kid and nobody was there, nobody come. And I said, these kids, they probably also want the same what I wanted. And I went and I started to do that. You know how fast it transforms things? How much I created in just few months, how many people started to go with me there, how we created nonprofit. It was completely like unbelievable. It was so fast. And I just said to myself, like, you know, because sometimes people like thinking, what if, and they don't do anything. And I don't have time to think. I just go into, and after I see the results, because yes, sometimes it's working very well, other times not. And I decided I have so many ideas. At the same time, I'm just one human being. So I get to be way more intentional what I want to create in the world, what I want to create, you know, for other people, for myself. And first, I started also realize I'm here to please myself because I'm a people pleaser. And I decided like I get to first please myself. That's when I started to do that. My world is changing completely because I started to communicate with other people. When they started to question me or want me to feel guilty, and I said to them, "Listen, I worked through this. Don't push it on me. Don't put it on me, please. Go and work on yourself. Who are you to tell me what I get to feel? I'm in my body for over 30 years of my life. I'm my best friend for myself. I work through this. Go and work on yourself. Don't push me. Don't tell me how I get to live my life. Go live your life. Get your life together and live it. You know, I'm not here to teach you, and you know, I just here to guide you, be an example, and you get to be open enough to learn and respect it and appreciate it. First, learn to appreciate yourself. When people started to appreciate themselves, I learned people, you know, the people who never wrote the book, how many opinions they have, how I get to write my book, how I get to do this. People who wrote the book, who went through the experience, they are so supportive. They give you a hug, amazing job, keep going. I understand it was not easy, but you're doing amazing. Look at the colors, you choose it, it's so cool. You went through the process. So I said, the people who created something in their life and actually have done and went through the work, they're always supportive. They're always giving you a hug and this love, and always navigating you and guiding you and giving you, you know, the network and the, you know, the people who hasn't done anything in their life, just complaining and telling you how you get to live your life, they haven't achieved anything in their own life. And I was like, why I get to listen to these people who hasn't done anything in their life, who never went out of their own town? Why? Why in like I used to say to the people, listen, why you listen to your mother? Why you listen to your father who hasn't done anything in their life, just complaining and doing nothing, you know, and teaching you about what they can teach you right now? Go and get a mentor. You know, find a person you can look up to. Just talk. Right now we have so many ways to connect with these people, and just share your story, share who you are, ask for support. And know so many people will say yes to you. 90% of these mentors would say yes to you. These people will say yes to you and will give you their time. You know how many mentors I have who makes billions, who help me to live my potential and living my dreams, you know? And I'm just going and talk to these people directly, asking for their support, for their guidance, because this is where I want to be one day. For me, they are example. Yes, maybe you don't see them on a TV or whatever. These people for me who is in the TVs, who is like they are not example. I cannot look at them as up. None of the superstars, whatever, none of them I cannot look up as example. They're all fucked up in my eyes. They cannot even manage their relationships.
Mm-hmm.
You know, how they can be example for other people, for what?
Mm-hmm.
For
Yeah.
me, the great example who can manage very well the relationships, who can, you know, be very healthy with the body, who's very like, you know, loving and caring in the first place, and who's really care about humanity and planet Earth,
Mm-hmm.
have a good relationship with everyone around them. This
Mm-hmm.
is where I want to aim. You know, that's my kind of goal.
Mm-hmm.
And I would like to be as healthy as I can. I would like to be as happy as I can, humble as I can. That's my goal.
Mm-hmm.
Not the showing off every time. For
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
You know, that's for me. I'm very selective who I want to look up to, and many
Mhm.
times it's just me actually, because I cannot find. It's not easy to find the people that I can look up to.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is fucked up anyway. So
Mm-hmm.
you get to be just more selective which direction you want fucked up your life in some ways, you know?
Exactly.
It's, you know, it's repetition, the history repeating itself, many things repeating itself. I look at my life as a winner. I'm a winner. I'm here to win. By being here in the planet Earth is already a win.
It is. It is. It is.
The rest is just bonus.
Mm-hmm.
By living this magical, beautiful, colorful life, it's a bonus, you know, to living in dreams, to get clarity on your vision and mission. It's a bonus.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Very much so.
And this is the reality. Get clear on your relationship. Get the, like, block your parents time to time, or your sister and brothers, your best friends, because they're dragging you down.
Mm-hmm.
And you want to go up. You want to lift yourself up.
Mm-hmm.
By being that example. Sometimes, yes, it's not easy to block your mother for 3 months, but the only things what she's doing is just worry about you, telling you how you get to live your life,
Mm-hmm.
and she hasn't done anything in her life. How she can help you to live better life if she hasn't done anything? That she cannot even work on her relationship very well.
Mm-hmm.
She's fighting with the father every day for no reason sometimes, you know? Why? You want to have more peaceful, beautiful, and magical relationships. So go and find these people who has it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Ask for support. Ask for questions, you know, be curious. Curiosity is a magical tool.
It is.
Learn from other people, to be curious. Kids are curious all the time. Kids are so curious. They're always asking questions. They don't even think that this question is stupid or not. They just go and very curiously asking you all these questions because this is what they do. They're curious and they're present in the moment.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're learning and you're curious, be present, listen carefully.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm inviting people to do.
Yeah. The word that comes up for me is courage with you. It takes a lot of courage to be the warrior of taking responsibility for your life, for your perception and how your experiences feel, rather than dump it on other people and tell other people how to make you feel. You're taking that full responsibility, and also being self-aware that, you know, humaning with other humans is very challenging, yet we can work in community. Yet you also can, like a lot of people think that you have to be open to everybody. And it's like, no, not every, like oil and water don't mix. It doesn't mean oil is bad. It doesn't mean water is bad. It just doesn't mix. So understand what works with your energy. You know, some people that can go at a slow pace, be around slow pace. Other people that want to go fast, be fast. Also expose yourself to other things because you want to be able to stretch. You want to be able to see what other things are hiding in you that want to be developed. Yet the word that really just shines out is courage. Like even just hearing you travel and the way that, like, you know, just knocking and asking, not being afraid of the no's because you're already still in the same position. It's that I can have an opportunity of more. Yet if I don't ask, then I'm just going to stay exactly at the same place. The no didn't put me in any other place, But psychologically, that's not always easy to tap into and recognize that, because we get all kinds of different feelings or sensations that can come up where it's like, okay, but we can still get that yes. So courage really stands out for me when I hear you speaking and the energy that you have. Will you let the listeners know where they can find you and where they can find this book that you've written so that they can be infected with your energy?
Yes, you can find me on my website. Aisha.today is AISHA dot today, where people can see my projects that I'm working on, my art that is in a space, the article, um, about my mentorship program as well, about my book. And also you can find my book is Amazon, Joyful Living Guidebook by Aisha Makara. It's with my art in it as well, so you can also look at my art. And the different suggestions or guidance I call because it's a guidebook, just like examples of what it is to live a joyful life. And I believe everyone can create the idea of their own joyful life and following it by themselves and practice it by themselves. Also, I'm also inviting people get clear idea what it is to be a great human, a great mother, great father, what it is. Get clarity on these different topics in your life and just be it. Practice it day by day. Maybe make a list, and just like what I have, what I don't have, what I get to add, what I get to, kind of take off. Because one life, and as clear as you are, the better life you are. We are just patterns of habits, and our habits create our life. Our words create our action creates our habits. So it's all together. It's, every time you rid of one habit, you're adding a new habit. So also it's everything. It's a perspective. Also know what will work for me probably will not work for you. So be aware of it. Everyone is different. Everyone has a unique way of being. Everyone has a unique skill set. So just use that benefit your life, and that helps you to create that joyful, beautiful life that you want to live. And live your dreams always. I always live my dreams. I love to live my dreams. I'm addicted to that, actually.
It fuels you. It fuels you. Now, from our conversation, will you leave the listeners an intention that will empower them?
Be patient with yourself. Patience, it's a great tool. Like we used to say, Moscow was not built in one day. Everything takes time. So be patient. And give yourself every time hug and kisses when you have done something very good, and just give hug and kisses. This is what I do. I used to say, like everyone, all my friends, in my life, it's all about hug and kisses. I don't accept anything else. Even it's not easy conversation. Hug and kisses first, and after we can have a conversation.
I love it. I love it. Well, you know what? This has been a delight. And like I said, I love being in the energy of you creating, sharing that space with us right now before you put yourself out into the world again and share your delight and your joy and your creativity. I look forward to following your journey, and I really hope that we'll stay connected. You are a ball of energy, and it's really great to feel your presence. So please remember to be kind to yourself.
Yeah. Joyful living, namaste. We all get to be kind to ourselves. That's one of the also my invitation to the people. I'm kind with myself, and I would love people be more kind with themselves, because the world is so beautiful when we started to learn about kindness and love and caring, and safety and security. That I'm safe, I'm secure, that universe loves me, God is always with me, and my angels, my archangels. I used to say, like, I have an army of supporters. I don't see them, and they're here with me.
Exactly. Exactly. Thank you, Aisha, for being you.
Thank you for having me. Joyful living.